Watching short form content and doom scrolling is something that we all do, and we joke about it ever so often, and it is actually really, really hilarious. The whole ballerina cappuccino thing, the Italian brain rot, is actually really funny. But there's also content that is literally bad for our brain. It's literal brain rot content, and it destroys our ability to think independently. And just doom scrolling in general has so many negative effects on our brain, and I have wasted so many summers just scrolling and scrolling and just letting the days slip by. So this summer I really don't want to do that. I want to create art and I want to just be present during summer. So, this is my attempt at unrotting my brain and to have a unrotted brain. I hope this inspires you to quit the brain rot and read books that are good for your mind, make art that's good for your soul, and just be inspired and create. I couldn't wait to draw something last night, so I made these sketches and I painted this, and I'm so happy how it came out. I love it. It's giving fashion intern vibes, so I just love it. Follow me on my Insta to see more of the art. This is what I'm currently making. It's like I'm very happy with how the face has turned out, but the hair needs a lot of work, and so does the background. But I'm not sure how I'm gonna fix this, so we're slowly working on it. Today, finally, I'm gonna work on this painting. Gotta pull up the tutorial today. I don't know if I made it worse or better, but this is what I did. I think I'm gonna leave this painting like this only. This is the best I could do with it. I am genuinely happy with how the skin has turned out, but I feel like the whole sketch was not fundamentally correct. That's why I think the head is a little too big and the hand is a little too small. So it has a lot of issues with it. But it's okay. Today the plan is to watch some tutorials on acrylic painting, and that's how I think practice painting with acrylics a little bit more, especially because I'm getting used to the sketchbook. This sketch is significantly more smoother than my previous sketchbook, so just getting used to the paper. I feel like I'm being too hard on myself. Like this is not that bad, but I just was expecting it to be better, but it's okay. We're gonna paint more, and hopefully I'm gonna get redeemed by those paintings. Make a wish. Things I've learned from doing the 100. Let's talk about how to learn to enjoy the ordinary. I feel like the biggest thing and the key to happiness, that's low-key deep, it's not that deep but it's also kind of that deep, is enjoy the ordinary. I feel like again, going back to social media and constantly being on the internet and all the social media platforms, I'm constantly consuming people's highlights, and then I keep comparing myself and my life to them. But the thing is, most of the time, that's not even their life, and that's something I feel like we really need to realize, and we should really learn how to be present and learn to enjoy the ordinary, the simple things like painting, for example, or simple things like enjoying tea, simple things like enjoying how the rain feels on my skin. That is something that I've been trying to relearn, and something that has really inspired me to live in the present moment is Spain. What happened in Spain in like late April, I think it was. The power went down on like some parts of France and Spain, and of course, some people were stuck in the metros and elevators, which is scary, but people were safe, so that's good. But the main thing that inspired me by those people is that how they just started living in the present moment. No one was on their phones because they couldn't be on their phones, and like people started singing and playing instruments and just sitting in the park playing with their friends, and it just was so beautiful and just so inspiring. And I feel like that is how that is how we can live our dream summer. The problem is our damn phone. I thought that I will call it a day by those two portraits that I made, but I saw this reference on Pinterest and I was really inspired by it again, and I had some extra paint on the palette that I did not want to waste, so I started making another painting. This was such a fun painting to do because I was only using the color pink, and I just love how this painting turned out because it was something that I created without having any expectations. I just created. I did not care that what will the end result be, and surprisingly, this one turned out the best in my opinion because this one is the one I love the most. So yeah, I also want to talk about some things that I have been learning recently. So yeah, let's dive into that. First thing that this year has really taught me is patience, because I feel like life has thrown so many cards in which I just have to be patient, and it really this idea of patience really mixes up with art as well, because I've been not a patient person recently, I just want things to be done quickly and just be done with it. If I'm looking at a tutorial, back in the day I used to watch those long videos in like detailed videos on tutorials of how to paint and stuff like that. Now I just watch two reels or short videos and I expect myself I will grasp it, which is not the case. So I feel like that I've not been that patient, and recently I've been trying to be more patient, especially with my art, especially with my progress, because something that I've been feeling lately is that I'm getting worse, which is not the case. It's not the case. And I feel like this can be something that we are relating. Sometimes it just feels like we are not making the progress. But the thing is, we always keep raising the bar high. So we can never reach our expectation because it always increases as time goes by. So this is something that really is important, patience. And art is really teaching me that again. So yeah, really quickly, how to unrot your brain. First, stop consuming short form content, because when you're consuming short form content, you don't have the control over what you're consuming, because it's the algorithm, it can show you whatever you want, so you don't want us to consume everything, right? Second, find hobbies. There are so many hobbies you can try, and it's like, if your thought goes like this, I'm not good in this, and you don't have to be good at something to enjoy it. You just have to do it, okay? So yeah, I hope this video inspired you. And remember, make it exist first, then you can make it good. So go create something, and thank you for watching.